Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. Right in my hands is the Heathens #2. Fairly interesting second issue, full of action, and a lot of backstory on its main characters. It's written by Cullen, Bunn, and Heath Amodio. Sami Kivelä is the artist. Jason Wordie is the colorist. Simon Bowland is the letter. All right, so the Heathens is kind of the Suicide Squad for horrible, horrible people. It has all these killers throughout history. So think like Lucky Luciano and Billy the Kid, put together in this group who from the afterlife, and they need to go and round up even worse people. So the first one, they're going up against Jack the Ripper. Stalin is their handler. And this one, so the previous issue, they wound up kind of surrounded by a cult of Jack the Ripper worshippers, I guess, and this issue is them just kind of whipping butt. But the bigger thing about this issue is that it dives into a lot of the history of these characters to give us more of their personalities. And I think that's where this series really stands out, is how these characters interact and their personalities and what they bring to the table. We get their backgrounds, we get a better understanding of who they are and what type of characters they are. We got some of the personalities in the previous issue, but this kind of just gives that a little bit more of their history. But overall, there's this big mystery going on as to what this all means. What happens if they get killed? What happens if they break a rule? We don't know these things, and they don't really know these things either. So there's a lot of teases and dancing around as they try to figure out what they can and can't do in this world. But then again, it's also the modern world that they're in. So you can imagine Billy the Kid walking down an LA street, or Lucky Luciano walking down an LA street. It's a little weird, and there's definitely some opening for some humor that the series hasn't taken a lot of advantage of yet. It's done it a little bit, but this issue, I think it was open for a couple shots that it didn't take. But overall, I like it. This issue is very much action. It's all action interspersed with the history of these characters, and it does it, I think, really well. The art is pretty solid. It covers the action really well. I think some of the flashbacks is a little bit confusing, but generally works. Overall, I think it's a really solid, interesting series. As I said, it kind of feels like Suicide Squad with historical characters, and that's totally okay. The personalities work, the action works. I'm liking it so far, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it keeps it up. And I see a lot of potential for future volumes, as much as you can imagine. This team's done. Let's get a new team with a whole bunch of other horrible people. This is out now in comic shops. I recommend it. I enjoyed the first issue, and I'm enjoying the second one. As I said, out in comic shops, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you for that. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into AfterShock, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.